Meanwhile, Mortimer is talking to his new bestie. So, Laveau, do you have any questions? What are you gonna ask? What are you gonna ask the president?
Well, the first one I think I'm going to ask is does he have a science facility?
A what?
A science facility where they
What's
keep
a
all the DNA projects.
What's DNA?
It's you never heard of Ariados, man?
Ariados? I know what Ariados is.
Yeah, it's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You don't ever heard of it? You never heard of this?
Spider-Man?
Yeah, the science facility and the DNA thing with like the human DNA, and then an Ariados comes down, but it's like a DNA infected Ariados, and it bites another Pokemon, and then it turns into it's like they do a fusion merge, and it turns into Ariados Mon, and he helps Pokemon learn the responsibility of power.
Whoa! Does it do whatever a Spider-Man does?
Yes.
Whoa! That's super cool. I'd like to hear more about this Ariados Spider-Man.
Well, I'd like to think I came up with the idea, to be honest. So I want to be a writer in the future. I've watched a lot of cartoons. I think I know how things work. I know how to craft a story.
Wow, Laveau, you're really cool. I mean, not as cool as me, but you're still really cool.
I am really cool, actually. The more you get to know me.
Oh man, he says this is gonna be the best trip ever. I'm so glad I made a new best friend.
Hopefully nothing happens to you, us, them, someone.
Huh? What?
And then he starts humming that, and he starts humming the Spider-Man song.
Okay. The drive up to the basically the I think that the way that it works in real life in the White House, I think they don't take you right up to the front door of the White House. Like, you get taken to a visitor center of some sort, which is connected to the White House proper. So I think that's how that works. But if it doesn't, this is how it works here. So they'll take you to the visitor center, and the children, the teacher will come out, and all of the children will start, filing out of the bus as they are going into the visitor center. There are like metal detectors, and the kids will pretty much leave their backpacks on the bus because they don't need their backpacks. But the teacher, who might have a bag of some sort, they'll have to like search through the bags, make sure there's nothing shady in there, what you would expect. So right now, Remi, you're in the middle of this line, if you are going to stay in line with these kids. And you are free to do whatever you want because the bus is stopped right in front of the visitor center.
Okay. So he will get out from under the bus, and I think he would want to try to bypass the metal detectors if possible.
He will try to bypass the metal detectors?
Yeah.
Sure. So, roll me another stealth, and you can still give the +3 bonus that was given to you from before. That can still apply.
Okay. So it was +3 bonus, and then another +2 from the
grooming, and +4 for your armor if you have it on. So +9.
It's +9 right now. So.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, because even though
that's before the +9.
That's before the +9. Yeah.
So despite the fact that you are a shiny Pokemon and you do take up a lot of room, somehow you manage to very stealthily get around the metal detector system, past the security guards who are searching all of the children as they pass through, and you can continue moving until you actually reach the actual like side rooms of the Black and White House. Mm-hmm. If you want, there are like brochures that kind of tells you where everything is. Technically, visitors like typical visitors are not allowed to go into the egg office, but it at least the brochures at least give you an idea of where the egg office would be.
Okay.
If you want to start heading there, you do see a lot of other staff members moving around at this moment. You see a couple other Pokemon with sunglasses, but they don't seem to notice you at all because your stealth is just very good. Roll me a perception, you.
Okay. There we go. 22.
Yeah. There are security cameras throughout this building, as you can imagine. So you do have to be careful.
Yeah, he'll just take a brochure and then I think he'll make his way to a bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely
Yeah.
you can easily get to a bathroom. Sure. Meanwhile, Remi, you are if you don't, I don't know what you're doing, but the kids are getting off this bus, and Mortimer seems to be very excited to get in line as they go through the metal detectors.
Yeah, he's with Mortimer, trying to stick close to slip in with him.
Yeah. The teachers don't happen to notice. It's a relatively large group of kids, so it doesn't seem to notice that there's this new individual in your group. And since Remi is not evolved, he can easily fit in with everybody else. I don't think Remi has anything on him that is metallic, right? That I'm aware of.
What's the armor made? I don't think so. The armor would be leather or something like that.
Yeah.
You'd have clothing on, but I don't think you'd have armor.
Yeah. I don't think anything will detect.
It's
I don't think
slipstream armor layered in ninja clothes, so I don't think it's metal.
All right. I'm going to say that you can pass through the metal detectors without any issue. And the teacher, the teacher will like go to a small group of kids who are like roughhousing a little bit, and the teacher will say it's a Kangaskhan. We'll say the teacher is a Kangaskhan, and the Kangaskhan the Kangaskhan will say, "Ladies and gentlemen," she says, this group of small kids, "remember, we have to make sure that we behave properly. We are in the president's house, all right? If you guys don't stop, then you won't be able to go meet the president and ask him your questions." And they will stop and they will apologize and, "Sorry, Mrs. Bruni." All right. And everyone just wait patiently. I think our tour guide will come and start showing us around. I don't know if Remi does anything after the teacher stops speaking to the kids. But...
Remi will turn to Mortimer. Sorry, to Mortimer.
Yeah.
Turns to Mortimer's. So, what question are you going to ask then? Did you write them down beforehand?
He says, "Yeah, I have a bunch of questions, actually. I think that we only can ask him one, and only if he calls on us when we raise our hand. He's very busy, you know. I don't know if he can answer everybody's questions, so I hope he picks me."
Do your parents support him? Did your parents help you write the question?
Yeah, my parents helped me write some of the questions.
Do they support him though? Because I read in the paper this morning that he's not doing so good.
He's not? Oh, my mom and dad didn't say anything about that.
Oh, okay. Let me have a chance. I mean, to be something better society.
Oh yeah. They really like President Bo because they said that he gave us a chance to be free. And they think that President Bo will make sure that all of us will be free eventually. Not everybody, all Pokemon, not just the people here.
And the humans?
Oh, well, I mean, the humans, we definitely will take good care of them, like we do here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, We should, I think, take good care of the humans.
Me too. I mean, they're our responsibility, and with great responsibility comes great power.
Yeah. I don't know what responsibility is, but yeah.
But that's what you learn. That's what you learn when we grow up and we're in school to learn.
Well, yes, he says. Yeah, I'm gonna be really smart, and yeah, maybe someday I'll be president.
We can all dream.
He'll smile. Meanwhile, if you're done, you makes it into men's room or boys' room? A men's room or girls' room? Men's room or girls' room?
We'll say men's room.
All right. You'll go over to the men's room. We'll say currently. We'll say nobody's in there currently.
Okay.
So
let everyone out.
Okay. You can let out all of the Pokemon.
Yep.
We're in. Good job.
Yep, we're inside. So I got this brochure. It should tell us where to find Bo.
Okay.
Okay. Have you seen Remi yet?
No, I haven't. I think he's still with the kids.
Actually,
Is that a brochure from the kids? What they're going to do today?
I don't think so. It was just by the door. It shows where everything is. It shows.
and let's look at it. Is there any listing for tour times?
Yeah. So it does give that information. So the public tours, the drop-in tours, they start every half hour. And then there's also a little blip that says if you have a group tour, a formal group tour, like for example, with a company or from a school, they can make reservations for a private tour around the Black and White House, and those normally take place. There's a morning session. There's an afternoon session. It looks like these kids are taking the morning session of the big group formal tour, and that will start approximately 15 minutes from now. 15 minutes.
Do you want to try guiling our way into the group trip? Just say we're chaperones?
I guess we could try that, or I don't know. Maybe someone might notice that we weren't there on the bus.
True.
But I guess we could say we came after the bus.
That's the best chance of pulling this off.
Oh, do we know where they're going on the tour? Does it say?
Good question. That's it.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, it'll give a little bit of information about the tour, and it doesn't. First of all, it doesn't say it'll take you to the egg room, but I mean, it'll take you to some of the various. I've never been on a White House tour, unfortunately. So, for those of you who may have or may have heard of such a thing, I think that they'll take you to as many of the non-residential rooms as possible, like none of the living quarters, obviously. So, as much of the Black and White House as you can imagine, that wouldn't include the egg house or the living quarters of the president and its family. So,
does that have like a time where it's like, this is the room where you have the meet and greet with the president, so make sure you have your questions compared.
Oh yeah, yeah. For specifically for elementary school children, if you are able to schedule the tour, you can have a brief moment with the president that happens in the middle of the tour. They don't actually specify when, because a lot of it's dependent on the president's schedule for that day.
Does it say where?
Yeah, it'll happen in. There's a special room that's dedicated to the president, all previous presidents. President Bo is currently the only president so far, but the idea is eventually they'll have paintings all around this room of all of the presidents in the future, and that is where they will meet with President Bo for the Q&A session with the kids, but there's no specified time.
Well, It looks like they'll definitely get to meet the president.
And we know where.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess it's our only chance of meeting him. Maybe we should try to take it.
Oh, they're plenty of women.
And if it's super crowded, maybe they won't notice us when we like just hop into that room with everyone else. Then we won't have to like explain why we're late because it's
Hiding in plain sight.
blend in with the crowd.
Sniffle says, "Well, in the meantime, we should act like tourists. You know, like
Sure.
I don't know, take pictures. Nobody has cameras with them, do they? Because
I could pretend I have a camera.
I don't know if that would work necessarily, but A for effort."
Well, does anyone have like a hat or a visor or something? Because I see a lot of tourists wearing those.
Well, that's a good idea. And then we could be all like, "Oh no, I'm a tourist and I lost my camera."
That could work.
Do we want that much attention though?
Well, I guess we could complain a little more quietly.
Yeah, let's only complain if we actually get confronted. For all we know, they might not be looking for trouble, so if we don't look like trouble, they shouldn't stop.
Are you going to be the crazy uncle again? He asks. I think Bullet was Bullet the crazy uncle.
He was.
Okay, are you going to be the crazy uncle again?
Hey, that's not a bad idea. I could do that.
Belay lives.
Do I have to be the dad again? Because I need to think of more jokes.
Yes.
We might as well go with the same personas we did last time. It seemed to work before.
Okay. I guess Fern was my wife, right?
Yep.
And then everyone else was the kids?
I think
I
so.
was a cousin.
Okay. Well, I'll try not to forget.
It's okay.
Oh, and we can
go with
say that we're
whatever's-
divorcees. And then like the children are from different themages.
Too much time with Cynthia.
Then they won't ask me questions. They'll just get uncomfortable and then stop talking.
Just
I
like the
like this
housewives.
plan.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like the housewives.
But I do have a question about all this. How are we
Okay.
supposed to get our camera if we don't bring attention to ourselves?
Could be. Like if we have to go someplace we otherwise wouldn't be able to, we just say, "Hey, we lost our camera. We're looking for it. Must have gotten separated from the group." Does that work?
Oh, okay, I think so. Maybe there's like a lost and found somewhere around here.
Yeah, and then if we need to regroup, we'll all just go
They'll
there.
say, "Hey, where'd the kids go? We're with that group." And then they point us there, and we're in.
Okay. So, everyone roll a perception roll and let me know if you roll higher than a 12. Anyone who rolls higher than a 12.
Roll higher.
Rolled higher.
Rolled higher.
Okay. Anyone who rolled
I rolled
higher,
12,
Well, 14.
then you'll hear it.
Plus 2.
but I have 2 because of skill, so yeah, you're right.
You'll hear footsteps coming towards the bathroom door. Footsteps.
Everyone, you better get inside your balls again.
No, don't we have to be out? Because it's going to look weird if we pop out of balls outside. So
Oh, that's true.
trust me, people don't like to be made uncomfortable. A group of
I don't
us
know.
walking out of here with only one girl is going to make someone uncomfortable.
I don't know if we have time for that discussion.
Yeah, the door is opening. The door is opening now.
Yep.
There's
Hey, occupied!
sorry. And you hear you can sort of see the head of an Igglybuff. as the Igglybuff shuts the door.
Well, I guess people are gonna start coming in. We better get out then. So I guess they'll leave.
You'll start heading out the door, and you'll see that there's an Iggly Buff that was patiently waiting to go into the bathroom stall.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. And he'll go inside the bath. He'll go to the bathroom. You're gonna see, like, off to the side that the kids are now being spoken to by a tour guide. We'll say the tour guide is a Cricketot.
Oh, cool.
A Cricketot.
Hey, what does his cry sound like?
His cry? I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay.
Unfortunately. But yeah, the Cricketot looks like he has, I don't know, it almost looks like he's got a collar and maybe a beard, or maybe not even a beard, it almost like he's wearing a suit. So I think that's very fitting for a tour guide. And so the Cricketot is starting to give, the kids a brief, explanation of what they're going to see today and all that good stuff. And then you guys are just going to, pretend to be tourists, and you're just going to stay close to this group. All right. So everyone roll either a guile or a charm, or even a stealth. I'll let you roll a stealth to either not have people notice you, or at least play off as a tourist. You're fine. You don't bring any attention to yourselves or cause any suspicion. And then eventually, I see the text. Eventually, you guys will, after about, I'm gonna say that after an hour and a half, we'll say an hour, because the attention span of kids, they'll probably need a break in between. After about an hour, they will finally take you into this relatively large looking room, and there are all these panels all around the room. But on one panel, there is a portrait of President Bo. And the tour guide would say, "All right, children, it's the time that you've all been waiting for. I am very happy to introduce to all of you the president of Johto, President Bo." And, all of the students will clap. Yay! And then President Bo will enter. He is wearing a very nice, he's a Pangoro, as I said, and he's wearing a very nice blue suit with a red tie. And behind him are two humans behind him. There is a Sylvain, and there is a Perrault, Dr. Perrault behind him.
Interesting. Ella's expression is priceless.
How are they dressed? What do they look like?
Yeah.
I'm going to say that they actually are dressed also in suits. Not as nice as his. Their suits are a little bit more muted. But they are slave Leia outfits. No, they're not. As funny as that would be, they're not wearing slave Leia outfits.
They can happen, bro.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
So the kids will start asking him all these questions, and most of them are things very simple things like, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite music? Things like that. No, I don't think any of the kids are going to start asking heavy political questions of that nature. So, are you guys just going to wait patiently as the kids answer the questions? What's the plan here? Are you going to wait till the kids leave before you engage with President Bo, or what?
I think that would be the best plan, but you guys?
Yeah.
All right.
Lux has decided who the talkers are, so he's just there to back you.
All right. I should also specify that in this room there are two Secret Service individuals. They're not right next to the president, but they are standing by the door, I guess, just watching everything. And when the children finish asking their questions, it probably only lasts about 15-20 minutes. Then the teacher will say, "All right, children, follow me, and we're going to go have lunch." And all the kids say, "Yay!" And then they start to file out of the room, leaving all of you behind if you want to. And the president seems to be, he's waving as the kids say farewell, and then he'll notice that you guys are not leaving the room.
Well, Bullet will crawl over to the door, but he will indeed just take a stand beside it.
Actually, I have a question about Bullet. He and Bo were in the same prison program. Do they recognize each other? I mean, I know there's been evolutions, but...
I'm going to say he won't.
Okay.
I'm going to say he won't. At least he doesn't give any indication to elude that he would recognize. Yes.
Okay. Bullet? Sorry, Ella?
Bullet may recognize Bo, maybe. But that's up to him. I don't know if he's really spent a lot of time with Bo, so I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Okay. I would more
Either
just
way,
be if
he's-
Molly ever brought it up to him, given where we're going. Because she did see Bo being given to Sylvain at the program. All the way back to session 1. I just don't know if it's come up.
I mean, and it could just be a Pangoro.
True. Okay.
I mean, the connection with Sylvain standing right behind him, that's more, that's more important there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Can Fern try and, pique the president's interest by, going... Just housewives,
Go get
they
it,
really
Fern.
want
Yes.
something.
Roll a charm. Yes.
Oh, what would
Okay.
Cassie think?
Oh,
Very
my.
proud.
28.
Okay.
Wow.
Plus 2
Wow.
Oh, wait, 30.
So-
Brilliant. Plus 2.
So
Why don't we go to
yes.
the back room?
I know. Wow, the scandal.
We don't know
wow.
if it's legal or not.
I mean, this guy already has 1 foot out, 1 foot out of the office. Now you just want to throw in a scandal and have them vote for somebody else afterwards. All right, so yes, Fern does a little flip with her hair, and it does seem to catch the president's notice. I don't think he's gonna be hooting and hollering or anything like that, but at least he'll you definitely got his attention, and he'll look at your direction. The Secret Service people, the 2 Secret Service guys, take their sunglasses and they go. they lower their sunglasses down because they do seem to also notice Fern.
Bullet will give a little nod and say, "What are you looking at?"
Turn around.
Fern would do, a little eye things, like, you want to spend time with me alone.
Is that what you're just doing?
Just, you want to get to know me better type of eyes. It's like,
You wanna bang.
All right. Well,
well, Fern doesn't know
With
that's
the-
what it means.
with that high of a roll, as professional as President Bo is going to try to be, he will say, "May I ask who you are?"
Hello, Mr. President, sir. I'm Fern. Lovely to meet your acquaintance. I've been looking so forward to meeting you.
The president will walk towards your direction. What is Lux and you doing? Are they?
Lux is just in awe of Fern, go girl. He
Okay.
is so proud right now.
Ooh is kind of stunned, but he's also like okay, this is good. This is good.
Yes.
This is not how I expected this encounter to be. Okay, so the president walks closer to you. He'll hold out his paw for a shake. He'll take it, and then he will actually lean in to give it a nice kiss. His warm breath caresses the back of your hand as he gives it a kiss.
Wow, your warmth warms my icy heart.
Pleased to meet you. Call me Bo. Would you care to, I see that you broke off from the rest of the tour. Perhaps you would be open to seeing other parts of the Black and White House?
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, with these are your friends.
Entourage. Bodyguard, manager, stylist. Points to Bullet for bodyguard and you for stylist. Supermodel in training. She's gonna be the next big thing. Mark my words.
Well, Fern, I was originally going to offer this just to you, but would you prefer that they came along as well to see the egg office?
Oh, wow, that would be such an honor, and I would feel a little more comfortable if I had a few people I knew with me. It would be so nerve-wracking otherwise. So big.
Very well. He sort of, gets a little uncomfortable.
Although, I suppose if things go well, maybe you can spend some time alone later on.
He says, my schedule might open up later this
It'll be like I'm not even
afternoon.
there.
He looks at you like with a little bit of a curiosity, but then he dismisses it. He takes out a Pokeball and then he turns around and he says, Peralt, return. And Peralt returns back into the Pokeball. To Sylvain, he will nod at Sylvain, and Sylvain will nod, and he will follow President Bo as he escorts you four to the egg office.
Yes.
All right. Not expected to go this way, but okay.
Go team.
Like, Ruru does not have a plan after this. It's like, okay.
Well,
so
once we're in, we can just go into standard plan.
The Secret Service will follow behind you all, and you'll go down the hallway. There's a lot of employees around, and several of the employees will salute the president as he passes by. But eventually, he'll take you to the egg office, which again looks similar to the Oval Office in our world, and the Secret Service members again will stand right by the door, just so that they can observe. And Sylvain will remain by the president's side. You can kind of gather that Sylvain probably acts as a sort of a bodyguard, a personal bodyguard to the president, in addition to the Secret Service. So, the president will start to gesture at things as he says, "Welcome to the egg office. Please make yourself at home. This is where the magic happens," he says with a smile.
Amazing. Beautiful.
"Please have a seat," as he says as he gets around to his desk.
And Bullet just stands beside one of the Secret Service people.
Lux will go out of his way to get a chair for Fern, fuss over her. Do you need anything? Do you want anything?
And Fern whisper to Lux, trying to be quiet as possible.
What are we bloody doing? What are we doing now? What are we doing now?
Try to steer the conversation toward where we need it to go.
I don't know where it needs to go.
Can I get you a drink, Fern? Perhaps some water, soda, maybe some brandy or wine.
Whatever your favorite drink is. I'd love to see what a man such as yourself would enjoy.
I enjoy a nice, fine bamboo rum.
Oh, I never had that. Is it nice? Oh, I think you enjoy it first.
It's a very rare. It's very rare, but it is oh so good. I can pour you a glass if you'd like. It's delicate but tasty. He'll go over to a cabinet. He's got a little key, and he unlocks the cabinet, and he pulls out a bottle, with a glass, 2 glasses, and he'll pour a clear liquid. It looks like rum, but then when he puts it in front of you, he'll raise it up. You can smell it if you want. It actually has a very pleasant aroma. Again, a mix of bamboo, if you've ever smelled bamboo, and rum.
Oh, Fern gets so much alcohol in this campaign.
She does.
Cheers.
It's gonna have to take you to AA when this is done.
Like Fern kind of like gives it like balls. Cheers.
And then he takes a sip of the rum. So, is there anything specifically that you'd like to know about the office? As he takes a seat.
Well, I was reading up on the newspaper this morning, and
Yes.
I heard one of your policies is to advocate for peace between the regions, between humans and Pokemon. I was wondering what are you doing to accomplish that? Seems very difficult.
It is. My original plan was to reach out to the Elite Four in Kanto. I don't know if you've been listening to the airwaves.
Oh,
However, I misunderestimated how unpopular of a decision that would be to the general populace. What do you think, Fern?
Oh, me. Well, I don't really think anyone should be forced to do things they don't really want to do. And the best way of achieving that is through peaceful matters, really. Because if we start a war, then what about those poor Pokemon? Like, what if they get hurt? If you're trying to save them by starting a war, they could get hurt in the process. I remember hearing about Team Rocket. They're not very nice to the Pokemon. And I'm guessing there's other trainers and humans out there who aren't very nice to the Pokemon, and the Pokemon might choose humans over other Pokemon. And in that process, many lives could be lost.
Fern, do you like the way things are here?
Excuse me?
Do you like how things are here in Johto? Do you like what we've built here in Johto?
I like some parts. I like how Pokemon aren't put in cages and aren't forced to do things that they don't want to do, but I don't really like the idea of doing that to humans. It seems silly to disagree with that for us and then go around and do the same thing. Seems a little...
That's very sweet. I appreciate your honesty. But I know that you do understand that your thoughts are... You're in the minority. Many people are very satisfied. Most people are more than satisfied of what we've built here. But this didn't come for free. We had to fight for it. Blood was shed so that we could have this. If we didn't, this whole place would not even have existed in the first place. And you and I would not be here sitting together talking like this right now.
It doesn't...
So I guess what I am saying, finding peace is certainly a very noble thing to want. But you and I both know that always comes with a price.
I know. I was once a Team Rocket Pokemon. They weren't particularly kind to me. Always, I didn't really look up to their expectations. But there were humans who disagreed with me, disagreed with the treatment, and ultimately, I think I would have stayed in that situation if it weren't for Human, who got me out of there. So, as much as I like sitting here with you, I wouldn't be sitting here with you without Humans. As much as Humans have hurt me, they've also helped me become the person I am today.
You understand I'm in a very difficult position right now, however. My approval rating has dropped considerably since I made that announcement. People in general are not very happy with it. I am very tempted because of that to forego these peace talks and just attack the region of Kanto as was originally planned in the very beginning. Do you disagree or agree?
Well, I think maybe... I know that sometimes when people disagree with things, that sometimes it's just because they don't have all the information. They don't really know what they're getting into. In the sense, maybe we should... someone should do like an advertising campaign or something. Advocate the possible risks involved and possible gains and pros and cons. Like, refocus on educating the public about the virtues of such choices.
Have you... Don't... He says, forgive me, Fern, but this is an honest question. Have you been listening to the radio recently?
I've listened to a little, but I actually met Pimple, the DJ. It was quite pleasant.
Have you? Yes. Pimple's he's very good at what he does. He's been very loyal throughout this whole process.
Loyal? So there's those that aren't loyal to you? Forgive me.
Yes. There's always going to be people who agree or disagree with their leader, of course. We have been giving the people here information through the airwaves, educating them of all the risks. Everyone here knows what the costs would be. They know that lives could be risky. We could lose it all even. They could even take this back if they really want, if things didn't play out as well as we could, if war were to break out. It's been very clear, though, that despite all of this, the people still seem to want to fight. So the question is, what kind of leader would I be if I did not represent them, if I did not represent the will of the people? What kind of leader would I be if I went behind their backs and did not support what the majority wished to do?
But what kind of leader would you be if you ignored the minority also?
It's a very good question, very honest question. You have to understand, though, I am the very first president, the first leader of this region. I don't have the luxury of experimenting or playing too many risks, because it would be safer, and quite honest, it would make more sense for me to lean to what the group as a whole, what the nation as a whole wants to do.
What about the Pokemon in other nations? Don't they get a vote too? It's going to affect them the most.
Yes, but I think that if anything, it would affect them in a positive way. This would benefit all of the Pokemon in the other regions as well.
Alexa's eyes start over to Sylvain. Have you had your partner long?
Sylvain?
Yeah.
Yes. Sylvain and I have been wonderful friends for a very long time.
Alexa's looking at Sylvain like, I remember you, I don't like you. But trying to keep game face on. Yeah, other side of the world. Well, there are good trainers, and well, I don't like the word trainer really. But have ties to their Pokemon to them. This would literally tear them apart.
It's possible. Yes.
And what about the people who are already doing bad things to their Pokemon in other regions? If war breaks out, maybe those Pokemon will suffer even more.
Yeah.
Not if we win.
But what if they're already gone by the time the war is won? Because the war started.
If we don't do anything, they're going to be... they will continue to be treated that way anyway. By us starting something, by us actually taking action, they would actually have a chance.
Which is why I like your plan for equality, quite frankly.
Well, Mr. President, what do you actually want to do?
Do you want my honest answer?
Yeah.
If you were to ask me what I honestly believe, I want to fight. I don't think it's fair what's been going on to the Pokemon in the rest of the world. If it were up to me, and only me, I wouldn't start the peace talks, honestly. I would just fight. However, there is a part of me that feels that the peace talks might be what the people would like for me to start, which is why I proposed it in the first place, because I thought that's what the people wanted. I was mistaken. Brokering peace right now or equality, especially at this time, is very difficult, especially because of what happened to Bill. Do you know about Bill?
There's a small memorial.
Bill was a very rare case. Bill was treated as an equal here. One of the very few humans who were treated as the equal, mostly because of his contributions to Pokemon society, even before Johto was taken over by us. He was partners with another associate of mine, Flora. We trusted Bill. In the end, he betrayed us. He committed treason. Since that happened, that made the Pokemon's views on equality, it worsened it. It stained it. Because they believe that at the end, the humans may pretend to be equal to us, and they may pretend to want to broker peace with us, but ultimately might betray us. Which is why, another reason, another nail in the coffin as to why I am leaning towards starting war and not starting with the Elite Four.
If a nation after the war started, if they wanted to surrender and if they approached peace talks, would you accept that?
If they surrendered and allowed us to run things there as we are running things here in Johto, is that what you're asking?
Yes. Yes, but would the war stop between that nation?
If the nation decided to agree to let us run things there the way that we run things here, then yes, I would accept them. Absolutely.
Okay, but humans are dumb. Well, they have dumb tendencies. What if they wanted the equality route instead of a complete surrender? Because I can get why, suddenly they're on the menu would freak them out.
Most Pokemon here would not be satisfied with that. And I would lean towards going with what the people want. Our people want. The majority of our people want. Ms. Fern, did you have any other questions? Otherwise, I do need to attend to other businesses.
I can see that your mind's made up. As just so wish for peace.
Do you not believe that we've already achieved peace here? Or at least some semblance of peace here?
I just see the way that some of the humans look when they go to daycare centers. And I think if peace cannot be achieved, then at least that should stop.
The daycare system has definitely been a heated topic, a very heated political topic. I have definitely had thoughts on passing a bill that would end daycares, at least the kind of daycares that I'm sure you and I are talking about.
Feels uncomfortable forcing.
Would that at least ease your mind a bit?
It certainly would. I hate such things be done to me, let alone anyone else.
To be fair, humans have been doing that to us for eons.
Yeah, and that doesn't make it right to do it back. We don't have to do horrible things because horrible things were done to us. Otherwise, I'd probably be a murderer by now if I did such horrible things to Team Rocket, and I don't really like the idea of taking a life. Well,
You're very sweet, Fern.
thank you.
The world would probably be a better place and happier place if they thought more like you. But the reality is, people who think like you are the minority.
So how do we win their hearts and minds? You're a president. That's something you should understand, yes?
Do you want the easiest way or the harder way?
The way that's not going to go to war and get people and Pokemon alike killed. Because that's a pointless waste of life.
Psychic brainwash. That doesn't get anyone killed. Would you be willing to go in such a way if it meant that nobody had to die? Or do you think that going to war would be worse than that? Or do you think that that would be worse than going to war? Brainwash, but you have peace? Or not brainwash and risk lives being lost?
Oh, brainwash, you lose self.
But you gain peace. Not brainwash, you lose lives. But you gain whatever you gain from that. What I'm trying to say is a price might have to be paid either way. It depends on what you're willing to go to sleep with at the end of the day. What are you willing to go to bed with?
If peace can't be achieved straight away, maybe over time peace can be achieved. Like, if you just keep trying, then maybe one things will be better. Like how things got better in Johto for the Pokemon over time. I bet it wasn't easy doing the uprising and such. Must have involved a lot of bad things. But it sounds like you're definitely trying to make it a better society.
That is what I'm trying to do. If I am the first, I would like to be remembered as being someone who tried to contribute something for the good of all Pokemon. Yes. If there's nothing else, then the Sylvain will tap Poe on the shoulder, and President Poe will nod and says, "This was a very pleasant conversation, Fern. Thank you very much for coming to speak with me."
Thank you for your time, Bert.
You're very welcome. And he will escort you to the door. And the rest of you can start to... Yes?
You're religious Pokemon, yeah? As I understand it.
I am. Or at least I've gone to the temple every now and then, yes. Why do you ask?
Do you believe the gods choose champions?
Yes.
Okay, do you think they specifically only choose human or Pokemon champions?
I think they choose both. Possibly
Okay.
choose Pokemon more than humans. At least that's what I think.
Okay. Like I said, I'm an agent of talent. What if I knew some people that were God-chosen as well?
That would be a very remarkable thing if that was the case, yes.
All right. Would you be willing to meet with them? I understand you're incredibly busy. But these are representatives of gods, as I understand it, and I have seen their powers.
Who would you know?
Not people you would know.
I might be interested in having a meeting with them at some point. Perhaps.
Wonderful. When can I set this up for? At your earliest convenience, of course.
Possibly a week from now is when my schedule would open up again. I can have my secretary set up an appointment.
Okay, I have to ask something really quick out of character. Mm-hmm. Would the human Pokeballs be allowed in here, or would that be something that would have been taken when the kids came in?
I don't think any of the Pokeballs would be taken from anyone. I don't think that would be a thing.
Okay. Pauses, looks around group, like, who? Finally lands on Fern. Noir? Could you meet with one right now?
I'm very busy, but I have to admit, the thought of perhaps speaking to someone who is God-chosen intrigues me.
All right. Not to warn you, she is a psychic, but she's very well behaved.
Oh, so you looked at Remi. You look. So just reverse this a little bit because I think.
Oh, sorry, it's Remi that belongs to Noir. I'm so sorry. I got 2 and 2. Which person do I want? It's Ella, and yay. Sorry.
I'm immune to psychics.
All right, perfect.
He's dark.
She's no fear for you. I know, but
yes.
Max is trying to play the humble servant.
So Remi steps up proudly to Lux's side when he sees Lux looking at him.
Sure.
All right. Let Noir out, please.
First he says, President Bo, we just want you to bear with us for a moment. Everyone just take a pause, okay? We don't want pandemonium on the streets, okay?
Oh, Lordy.
If you could just meet with...
Mimi, just do it.
Yeah, okay. And then he releases Noir.
Human. God-chosen.
Hello. She bows her head. It's like, okay.
President Bo will turn to Sylvain and he'll say, "You'll need to translate for me." Sylvain will nod. Sylvain will translate back and forth between you.
Informed that I'd be let out. Okay. I'm one of the God-chosen? Yes. Cresselia and Darkrai have been guarding my dreams. They have blessed me and several of my allies with gifts. Ho-Ho has given us the gift of resurrection, healing. Palkia, gifts of transport. Razikal, weather control.
Do you actually make the weather change or no?
Okay, she'll deal with the weather change. It's like, okay, I need to prove a point. Simple Fabian.
Inside the room or outside the room?
Yeah.
Inside the room might get security drawn onto us.
She'll do outside the room and she'll make it. What season is it?
Fall?
Autumn.
Because Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it's autumn technically right now.
And what's the weather outside currently?
I'll say that it was relatively chilly. Relatively.
Okay, chilly. Okay.
You could also do an effect that isn't damaging or that's
snow,
not going to raise alarm.
Like sunshiny day.
Just mist or something rises around you or something, just so that it doesn't seem like an attack.
Noir will make it extremely sunny outside with gentle mist making like the sky sparkle as like the clouds
Impressive.
have evaporated rapidly. So like a summer shower.
You have my attention, Noir.
Okay, that worked. Okay.
So if you are God chosen, what do the gods say?
The gods say that there is a dangerous threat approaching. A once dead god who wishes to oppose the now living gods
A once dead
is
god?
rising. Yes.
I've never heard of such a thing.
A precursor to Arceus. However, has been planning to reap havoc and disturb the natural order. And I believe they involve glitches.
Glitches.
And they have attacked Pokemon, and they have used children to reach their own ends. They have bombed buildings. The agents of this god. And I fear that without direct intervention, this god will try and overthrow the original gods. The gods that helped guided you to create your society. And I fear only disaster will reign. I have not only a god chosen, but I have come from a different world. A world where horrible things happen. I would hate for that fate to befall this world.
Roll a charm.
Darn it.
And anyone can
What am I
assist
doing?
her.
Come on,
Please do. Doesn't not Norm. You have a high charm?
He does.
Can he help?
Yeah, sorry. So he rolls first then?
One moment. Shall I read how it works again?
Don't you just add half of your rank as a bonus?
Yeah. To whatever is rolled.
Okay. So you has a very high charm.
Yes. Yes, awesome.
Well, no, so it's no. I think it's like if you have 66, you add 3, don't you? Just as a bonus.
It's whatever the ranking is, but I do, actually do I have that document because I
Someone's
needed it for
gonna-
grooming.
Re-roll that.
Mm-hmm.
Using,
Probability
That's
control.
page.
yeah,
Yeah, it's half of your bonus normally.
Okay, so
16 plus whatever you...
We can
Helpful.
follow what the book says, which means you'd have 3. We can follow what the book says.
okay, so 19 then, yeah.
19. Okay.
What you say is very remarkable, hard to believe. However, looking into your eyes, I can see that at least you believe what you're saying.
As proof, I have Ho-Ho's rings upon my wrist.
That gets his attention and his eyes widen.
Ho-Ho's.
Go Ella!
What exactly do you want me to do then? This is my first time hearing about a dead god. Certainly my first time hearing that there was a father of Arceus, you said?
Yes. This dead god wishes to defy the natural order of things and
And who is working for this dead god?
Team Omni.
They wish to sacrifice Pokemon to their own ends.
Bo will turn to the Secret Service people in the room, and then he'll raise up his hand to say, as if to tell them, leave the room. And then the Secret Service members will nod, and they will step out of the room and shut the door. Sylvain will stay there, though.
Can I stay too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You can be yourself now, Bullet.
I thought I was being myself.
I have not heard anyone else speak of Team Omni's name. Especially not from a human.
No, because they are Pokemon that occasionally wear humans. skins.
They swapped with children's bodies without permission.
And you are saying that Team Omni is the one that is trying to bring back this dead god?
Yes, sir. If it helps any, I was one of the children put into a Pokemon's body. You can, if you have a psychic, have it read my mind. I'm not lying.
He will turn to Fern. Do you vouch for this one?
Yes, everything they're saying is true.
Very well.
Everything we've said is true as well. Yeah, anyway, they're the best.
What I'm about to tell you does not leave this room.
Oh,
Okay, sir.
I will have my Secret Service members escort you down the hall. There is a device that will take you directly to Team Omni, if you wish to take it. I did not tell you about this, however, and we never had this conversation.
But we are.
Bullet, he's telling us to keep this secret.
That's not what he said.
It's what he meant.
It's what he meant.
Peralt will assist you, he says, as he takes out his Pokeball and he opens it, and Dr. Peralt comes out of the ball.
Like, so reach up, grab Nora's hand, squeeze, like, stay put, keep it together.
Peralt, Bo says.
I'll turn away and just like look away. It's like breathe deeply.
He will say, Peralt, don't ask any questions. I need you to escort these people over to the device. Send them through the device and come back to me immediately. Peralt will nod. And then he'll look in your direction, and he looks at you and he kind of tilts his head a little bit as if he thinks he recognized you, but he's not sure if he recognizes you because it's been a while.
Yeah, and Noir will flinch like if he looks at her. Yeah, like flinch and like try and like look away from him. Like nope.
You're
He's not here. He's not.
You're that crazy girl who kept throwing everybody around in the restaurant. The sushi restaurant.
A man who looks just like you basically tortured me. Okay. Can we move on?
Peralt is a trusted associate of mine. He is the one who created the device that we are sending you through. If you have issues with that, you don't have to take the device.
Fate of the world and the gods trumps personal issues. Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Get away.
He will nod. And as you guys are leaving the egg office, you'll hear a voice say, "LeBeau! LeBeau! LeBeau!" And Mortimer runs up to you. "Hey, there you are. I was looking all over for you. Where'd you go? We're having lunch. Come on."
These are my family.
Hi.
Oh, well, hi. My name's Mortimer.
Are we still by the president and stuff like that, though? Or
No, you're outside of the office.
Okay.
The Secret Service are waiting to take you, and so is Dr. Peralt, but they're just gonna hang out and stand by because there's this cute little kid, this cute little Igglybuff that's talking to you, so they're not gonna interrupt that for the time being.
Mm-hmm. They just volunteered so that they could help. They could help with the tours.
Oh wow! Well, you guys can come to lunch too. LeBeau and I, we're best friends.
Yes, you are.
Wait, is lunch free?
Yeah.
I think we have to stick with our new tour group.
Oh, you're going on your own tour group?
Yeah, sorry. It's the problem of having a famous aunt. Gestures toward Fern. Supermodel of the world in training.
Oh, well, LeBeau, I thought we were going to eat lunch together.
And we will. I'm just gonna see them to make sure they get to where they gotta go to, so I know where they are, and then I'll come and eat lunch with you, and then I'll meet them.
Oh, okay.
Just sit in the back somewhere so I can find you easily.
You promise?
Yeah, of course. I keep all my promises.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be waiting for you over at lunch then.
Just keep your other friends nearby.
Okay. All right. He goes over to you to give you a high five.
He high fives.
You're the best, LeBeau. You're the best friend ever.
I am the best.
That no one ever was.
Oh.
Does everything in Ariados.
Yes. Then he will go off to the direction of where the kids went for lunch.
Okay.
Gosh, Remy, I'm kind of jealous.
You shouldn't have evolved.
Wow. You just know how to make friends with everybody.
I know.
You really don't.
I'm really sociable.
You are. I'm not, but you are.
Well, I'm gonna miss you when we go through the teleporter.
We're all coming out in the same place, I think. Pauses,
Okay.
looks at Peralt. Are we coming out in the same place?
Isn't Remy staying behind?
No, I think he's gonna still come with us.